Xilonen is the newest Geo 5-star support unit who has taken over the meta. She buffs your whole team pretty much as Kazuha and shreds the rest like Zhongli but better. So अगर आप Xilonen pull करने का plan कर रहे हो then here's everything you should know about her. तो उसकी kit की main चीज़ है उसकी skill. जो जब भी आप उसको यूज करोगे it'll shred the elemental defenses of opponents depending on the elements that you have in your team. So your main priority should be leveling up your skill cause वो एक चीज़ है जिसको आप mostly यूज करोगे. So उसकी skill actually में काम कैसे करती है, तो जब भी आप उसकी skill यूज करोगे you will enter in night soul blessing state and right away you will notice कि वहाँ पे आपको 3 little triangle दिखेंगे. जब वो ट्रायंगल फिल अप हो जाएंगे they'll get infused to the elements they are of and ultimately shred the resistances of the opponents. So आपको बेसिकली करना क्या है, आपको जस्ट स्किल पे टैप करना है, यूज टू नॉर्मल अटैक्स एंड यू आर गुड टू गो. नाउ एक और चीज़ है जो कि मैं मेंशन करना चाहूँगा इज योर पार्टी मेंबर्स मस्ट बी ऑफ दीज 4 एलिमेंट्स कॉज यही वो 4 एलिमेंट्स हैं जो एक्चुअली इन्फ्यूज हो सकते हैं Xilonen के सैम्पलर्स से. Any other element like Anno and Endro won't work. So in that case, your Xilonen will continue dealing geo damage instead of buffing your team, and which will ultimately result in DPS Xilonen rather than the support, which I personally will not recommend. Now comes the burst, which is quite straightforward. जब भी आप burst use करोगे and you will be in the support mode, आपका जो current active party member है, it'll get healed based on Xilonen's defense. And जब भी आप like DPS mode में होगे, you won't be having the characters of the 4 elements which I mentioned earlier. Then Xilonen will keep dealing AoE geo damage. That'll also be scaled on her defense as well. Now moving on, here are some weapon choices जो कि आप Xilonen पे use कर सकते हो to increase her performance. Her best in slot is gonna be Big Petrol Song cause वो perfectly Xilonen की kit के साथ काम करता है. And what it actually does is वो आपकी defense and elemental damage bonus बढ़ा देगा Xilonen पर, and at the same time will be increasing other party members all elemental damage bonus as well. So yeah, Peak Petrol Song is gonna be her best in slot. Now one other weapon which works really good with Xilonen's kit is the Freedom Sword cause it actually buffs your whole teammates normal and charge attack damage by 16% and overall attack by 20%. But उस पे आपको एक चीज़ का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, like you'll have to manage your energy recharge cause उस weapon के लिए you should be using your burst every rotation and that will need an energy recharge of up to 140 to 160. So yeah, अगर आप energy recharge को maintain कर पा रहे हो then Freedom Sword is gonna be a pretty good weapon. Now for all those who are looking for a 4-star weapon, both Favonius Sword and the Flute of Esbitzel are gonna work super good. Now for the artifacts, the best for the support role is gonna be the Cinder City set cause it's gonna increase overall damage of your team by 40% and will take care of the energy requirements as well. लेकिन अगर आप Xilonen को as a DPS use करने का plan कर रहे हो then I would suggest to go for Obsidian Codex cause वो set तो pretty much straightforward है and it's gonna increase your crit rate by 40%. So yeah, that's gonna be the best in slot for a DPS Xilonen. Now talking about her constellations, she's actually pretty good at C0 लेकिन अगर आप चाहते हो then her C2 is gonna be the best stopping point cause C2 पे you will be gaining a lot of buffs depending on the element types where Geo teammates will gain like 50% damage bonus while Pyro teammates are gonna increase their attack by 45%, Hydro teammate will get their max HP increased by 45%, Cryo will get their damage increased by 60% and Electro teammates will restore 25 energy and decrease elemental burst cooldown by 6 seconds. Now talking about her C1, it's actually has some exploration benefits where her C4 actually increases your party members normal and charge attack damage which will be equal to 64% of her defense. Now in her C6 she can actually be played as a DPS जहाँ पे उसके अटैक जो हैं वो boost up हो जाएंगे 300% of her defense and at C6 she can heal for like 120% that will scale on her defense as well. As for her team comp, she is pretty much like Kazuha and can be used in a lot of teams. The first one which I would like to recommend is gonna be the neuvillette Zillo team. इस team में Xilonen Zhongli को replace कर देगी and will definitely be helping in boosting your overall damage and अगर आपको dodge करने में कोई issues नहीं है then this team's gonna work pretty well. अब एक और टीम है which I would like to suggest is the Navia Zillo team where Xilonen can easily shred the Geores and Navia can deal massive damage. You can seriously try out a lot of teams with Xilonen like Mualani, Hutao double hydro, and even Chlorant. So yeah, she really is compatible with a lot of characters out there. Now for the conclusion, अगर आपके पास Zhongli and Kazuha दोनों हैं and you don't feel any need to pull Xilonen, then you can definitely carry on saving your Primogems. But if you feel you are lacking a good support for your team and want a really good buffer that can improve your team's overall damage, then Xilonen can turn out to be a must pull character, cause she pretty much works with a lot of characters and can fulfill the role of a healer as well. So yeah, I hope you must have enjoyed this video and might have made some value out of it. If you did, then a like to the video will definitely be appreciated. And अगर आपके कोई भी doubts हैं, then you'll find my Discord's link in the description, so you can catch me there as well. Alright, so I'll be taking off now and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye!